The most expensive anniversary yet. What would the 10th anniversary stone sales look like? How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are 2 days away from the start of Dokkan Battle's 10th anniversary and just under 24 hours from the live stream where we will get the official reveal of the unit kits and when the units will be available for the 10th anniversary. But in this video, we got a special little video for you whales out there. Had several of you guys commenting, asking what the stone sales for the 10th anniversary are going to be looking like. So figured I would go ahead and oblige. After all, we do like to do this video every year. And it's pretty easy to figure out because at least on global, the sales don't change. They don't vary too much from year to year. So let's go ahead and let's hop on over here. So I just want to note, right, these were last year's 9th anniversary stone sales on global. And over here, shout out to Minato. These were the stone sales over on JP. Now, since we've been synced, we've pretty much been getting the same sales as JP. It hasn't been too different. So I can't say for certain if we're going to have the exact same sales as JP or if it's going to be slightly different. But we'll go based on the previous global total, and if we end up getting the JP total, congratulations, it's cheaper because you don't have to buy as much. So let's go ahead, let's start, let's calculate. So the first sale here is, of course, the daily 99 cents 5-stone sale. We're just going to round that up to $1. For all of these, I'm just going to round it up to $1 just for ease of explaining. But, it's not going to be too much of a variance. So we are looking up at... for 28 days for the month of February. We're just going to go for that. So for 28 days for the month of February for the 99 cent stone sale, you are looking at obviously $28 there. I don't know too many people who actually purchase the daily stone sale. Most people stick to the bigger sales, but it is there. And 28 stones, that's 140 stones, for the month if you were to purchase that out every day for $28. That's honestly not that bad for 148 stones. So moving on, the next set of stones is a one-time only. It can't really see it because it's circled, but I think on the JP one we can see it. No, okay, can't see it on the JP one, but it is basically believe this is the 6 can I back out here? So this is a screenshot from Reddit from last year. See if we can find in the comments. Yeah, the $3.99 I believe gave 50 stones here, right? This was like the super cool deal here, but it was one time only, right? So if you buy that, that's of course $4 there. So you're looking at $32 right there for that one. And again, I believe this one was a one-time only deal for that one. And then you got the you then had the $7.99 deals, right? Those are the standard ones we get every month, and that one is right 5 times, so that's another $40 right there. So $72 up right now, and that's just on the top row of stone sales, right? Then we get into the 15 stones, the $16.99 right now. That's the typical 15 stone price. So, I mean, I don't imagine, obviously the $3.99 one is going to be the better choice there. So, that is what it is. And then from there you go on to the, so what is that? $16.99. So $17 there. That brings us up to $89 so far. And then now we get into the real bulk here, right? We have the $31.99 packs, which give you 93 stones, and you can buy those 10 times. So if you were to purchase out all of them, right? We'll just round up to 32, so that's $320 right there, added on to our previous total, right? So 72 plus 17 plus 320, we're looking at $409, right? So like I said, it starts racking up real quick. Now, again, I don't know too many people who purchase I mean, outside of like the big whales, purchasing every single one of these outright is probably not a good idea, right? I mean, that's $400. That's almost a rent payment right there. But, it is there if you are a whale and you are willing to purchase into it. We can't have this game without you guys, so, we don't get those top grossing rewards unless somebody invests in it, right? And then, of course, we get the two $44 packs for 150 stones. That you get 91, and 59 stones. So 150 stones right there. And you can purchase that up to 2 times. So that's another 90 stones there. And that brings us to... let's see here. That brings us to... That brings us to $499, and that's just these stone snails. Remember, there are an extra set of stones now. I couldn't find a screenshot of it from Global, but Minato did post it on JP. And then, of course, there is, of course, these ones here, the 3 stone packs with the purple dragon stones. Now these ones, I believe you can purchase 2 of the purple ones, and these are $34.99 each. So that's 35. We'll just round up there. And I believe each one does come with, both of them come with 80 stones. I don't think it increases there. And I believe that that's 35, so 70 right there. Right, you are looking at $569, and then of course you can see right below it there is the $39.99, the $40 pack for the LR one, and so we want to go ahead and plug that in, $40 there, and that gives you $609, right? So again, like I said, this is going to be an expensive one if you are a whale and you are actually investing all in this. Again, I don't think it's the best of ideas, but it is there if you are purchasing into it. Now, moving on, I do want to note that on Global, there will be obviously the extra special sales deals. Looking at so there were these, we will have tickets on Global, as we always do. Now, they're probably not going to get the summonable tickets since we are synced with Global and JP, but since we are, we're still going to get the purchasable ones. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't. We did have them every celebration since Worldwide when we were officially synced. Even Worldwide had special tickets purchasable for Global, so I'm going to assume that we will have these again for Anniversary. And these did typically come in the step up packs, right? So this is going to be it'll be interesting. So let's talk about the Dokkan Fest one first. So the Dokkan Fest is easy. You have your typical sale pack. The first one is $3.99, and then you get the next one, which is usually $11.99, and then the final one, which you can buy twice, which is $32.99, right? So if we just round those up, that's 4 plus 12 plus 66 there, right? So you are looking at an additional $691 for the Dokkan Festival tickets. Now, once you include the Carnival tickets, now this is going to be interesting, the Carnival tickets, because in the past, last year, the Carnival tickets were basically the same as the Dokkan Fest tickets. However, we recently had a version of this new top legendary summon carnival where we had Gotenks and Jiren on the same banner. And if they use the same format as those tickets, we are looking at having a set of guaranteed featured tickets. We can't say for certain now, so I'm just going to work off it being the same as the Dokkan Fest tickets, just for the sake of keeping both the same. But they could change it ever so slightly to match the way they did the Jiren and Gotenks, because obviously we know that the Carnival banner this time around will feature the Blue Evolution Vegeta and the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So if we include the same amount as before for the Dokkan Fest, right, an additional 4 plus 12 plus 66, right? That brings our total to 773, and that's not including anything else they decide to throw in there. So I know that does seem like a lot, but I mean, that is why whales do whale after all, and this is slightly more than it typically is for most anniversaries, and that's just because there are a lot more stones available during this time than there are other times. And of course, now we have more tickets as well. You know, it is a gacha game at the end of the day, and you know, it doesn't survive without the whales investing into this. So you know, shout out to those guys, and shout out to those guys who were asking me about what this cost would look like for this year. Now I will note that these sales should be dropping around the same time as the Goku, right? We do have noted in the data that the stone sales are dropping around this time, if not plus or minus an hour from there, but it should be dropping around this time, with the banners, as we noted, dropping around 4 p.m. My time. So it'll be an interesting it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out, right? We do know that the stage has been announced, and we do know that it is going into its preparation period around 1400 GMT, which is right, so that's 2 p.m, so that's 4 a.m. my time, right? Which means that they're prepping every last minute thing to be ready for the anniversary at that time. And by then we will of course start to see the there'll be a dead download at that time, where we will see when exactly the units are releasing. And I imagine, as we predicted, right, from that initial time, right, the 12 a.m. time, right, we should be seeing a release around right, so 11 hours I think from this time is when everything should start. So guys, that is it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. If you were one of those whales who was asking me for this, hopefully this clarified everything for you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and leave a comment down below and let us know how much you're planning on going in on the anniversary. Obviously I'm not looking at spending any of this, but I'm curious to see how many of you guys, how many whales out there are interested in picking some of this up. So let us know in the comments down below. Otherwise guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.